Hey all you tricksters, welcome back to the channel for another deal video. We're going to do a second deal video this week because there's a lot of price drops that happened over the weekend, including a big Capcom sale. Let's talk about it right now. Alright, so like I mentioned at the top of the video, Capcom currently has a sale, I believe, on every single game they have on the eShop. I'm going to give you a couple of my top picks for the Capcom sale, but you'll see more of their titles in the deal reel at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that if you're here for the Capcom deals. My first recommendation for the Capcom deal, though, is the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. I've had this on my Switch for quite a while now. It's a great collection. It has every arcade game from the Street Fighter 1, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 3, and the Street Fighter Alpha series. I believe it's about 12 total arcade ports, so a lot of content to consume. Really good for the casual audience who likes to enjoy like the old Street Fighter 2 games, but if you're willing to level up your skill, then you might want to start jumping into Street Fighter 3 and some of the Alpha games. Those definitely layer on a lot of new techniques and whatnot. This game honestly is a reasonably good deal to begin with at its $40 price, but right now it's 60% off for $11.99. An absolute steal at that price. I believe that matches its lowest price it's ever had. So don't snooze on this one. It's a very solid addition to your Switch collection. All right, so the other Capcom game I want to pay close attention to is the Capcom Beat 'em Up bundle. I'm a huge sucker for beat 'em ups. Even before the discount, this is the best value for a beat 'em up anywhere on the eShop. It comes with 7 total beat 'em ups. It comes with Final Fight, Captain Commando, The King of Dragons, Knights of the Round, Warriors of Fate, and it comes with 2 games that have never been on console before, Armored Warriors and Battle Circuit. In particular, I really love the Armored Warriors game. I had never played this before, but it's really cool. It's a mech-focused beat-em-up, and one of the coolest aspects is when you destroy your enemies, you can often pick up their arms and add them to your mech to change up your fighting style. But every beat 'em up in this collection is absolutely great. It's currently $9.99 for 50% off. So it's already a great deal to begin with, but this just sweetens the deal. Do not miss out on this. It matches its previous low that it's ever had. All right, so the next game I'm going to recommend is Descenders. Descenders is a procedurally generated downhill BMX game. I've played it a couple times on my channel, and people seem to really resonate with it. They think it looks like a lot of fun. It's definitely one of those games where it is easy to learn, hard to master. My favorite part of it, though, is the bike out tracks. It plays like the Wipeout game show, but instead you're on a BMX bike trying to make it through all these crazy challenges and contraptions and all kinds of stuff you got to make your way through. Despite how much I enjoy the game, I actually think it is a little pricey normally at its normal price for $25, but I think at 50% off, which it is right now for $12.49, it's a really solid buy. I think if you're into these challenging alternative sports games, it's going to be right up your alley. Okay, so the next 2 games I'm going to recommend to you are Dadish 1 and Dadish 2. They are both on sale right now for 80% off at $1.99. There's not a lot to dissect here. These are very competent retro-style platformers, but they add a nice layer of humor with the writing. They're very simple to get into. They're just the type of game that you find yourself enjoying, and then 3 hours later you realize you've been doing nothing but playing the game. And at this super cheap price, I think they're a no-brainer. I'd probably go for Dadish 2 over Dadish 1 because it introduces a lot of new mechanics and kind of refines what they did in the first game. But yeah, don't sleep on these games. They are absolutely worthwhile at their price of $1.99 each. Okay, so the next game I'm going to recommend, I actually hesitated on adding it to this list, not because of the quality, but just because of the fact this game is on sale almost all the time. In fact, I'd say it's more often on sale than it is not on sale. But at some point, I wanted to talk about it because I really enjoy it, and that is Sniper Hunter Scope. Sniper Hunter Scope is a throwback to the old arcade sniper games, and also to the Time Crisis games. The whole thing is controlled through gyroscope aiming, and it's really well done. You feel like you're very much in control with pinpoint accuracy. Pulling off headshots in this game is such a blast. As I said, the levels are separated into 2 different types. It's got the classic sniper style levels, you know, where you're zooming in and out and you're picking off guys from a long distance. Very satisfying. And then it's got the Time Crisis style where you're moving forward, dipping in and out of cover, and taking guys out with more like a submachine gun style weapon. So like I said, goes on sale all the time. It's $1.99, which is the price that it hits all the time. If nothing else, at least wish listed. I think it's an absolute blast, and no one ever talks about it, so I thought I'd mention it at least in one of these deal videos. Okay, so the next game I'm going to recommend is Golf Club Wasteland. Golf Club Wasteland is a side-scrolling golf game. We see plenty of those. It's not too uncommon, but this one has the unique aspect of that Earth has been abandoned and it is now treated as a golf course for the rich elite who are out in space now. So you're this little guy in a spacesuit and you are playing these golf courses that are set up on all these dilapidated, blown out, apocalyptic looking areas of the Earth. The game sets a really unique mood. There's actually a radio station with music and even like talk radio that plays it the whole time. So it gives you this really cool atmosphere while you're playing. And despite the fact that it's basically a casual sports game, there's actually a little bit of mystery and intrigue because occasionally you do see in the background or the foreground what appears to be the remnants of humans that were left behind. Sometimes you'll see someone scurrying off in the background or in the front. Kind of gives it a little bit of a creepy atmosphere too, but it's a really underrated hidden gem of a game. I absolutely loved Golf Club Wasteland. I give it my full recommendation. It's currently 65% off at its lowest price ever for $349. Do not miss Golf Club Wasteland. Might be my favorite pick out of all my games I suggest today. So like I said, that might be my favorite pick from all the games I suggest today, but coming in right on its heels is Colt Canyon. Colt Canyon, again, is not a game I hear a lot of people talking about. I bought this on a whim a long time ago when it was on sale, and I can tell you that I obsessed over this game for weeks. There were so many times that my family would come in and they would see this game on the screen. They would say, "Why are you still playing that game?" It's a twin-stick roguelike Western shooter, and it's all drenched in this sort of hyper Atari-esque looking graphical style. But it's super charming, has great sound effects whenever you shoot the guys with a loud scream and they go flying with pixelated blood. It doesn't have quite the robust roguelike unlocks that other games do have. It does have new characters you can unlock, and each of those characters has about 6 or 7 new beginning loadouts that you can unlock. So those loadouts and those characters will make it so you can push through the earlier levels a little bit quicker on subsequent run-throughs. But if you're looking for a roguelike with deep RPG mechanics, this probably isn't the one. But if you're looking for a roguelike that is challenging and challenges you to, in other words, get good, this is definitely going to be right up your alley. Colt Canyon isn't at its cheapest price right now, but it's very close. It's 60% off at $5.99. And I can tell you for the amount of content that I got out of it, it's absolutely worth full price. Make sure you check out Colt Canyon, especially if you're into roguelike shooters. All right, so let's check out the deal reel with a bunch more games on sale this week, including a lot of those great Capcom games.
Choose your character. Player 1. Time. Player 2. MTK. Level 1.
Okay, Tricksters, I hope you found something you liked. Lots of great games this week. Let me know if there's anything that you're thinking about picking up. I'd love to talk to you about it in the comments below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I hope you have great gaming.
Peace!
I'm sorry, that was dumb.